Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to properly disassemble, clean, and reassemble an AR-15. Specifically, this model is a Smith & Wesson M&P 15. The first thing you do when handling any firearm is ensuring the weapon is safe and clear of any ammunition. On this weapon, there is a selector switch that has two positions, safe and fire. Always make sure that it is in the safe position. Then you will check the chamber physically and visually to ensure that nothing is inside. And we will close the action and begin the process of disassembling it. The first thing you do when disassembling an AR-15 is to press on the pins on the side of the rifle. This releases the upper receiver from the lower receiver. Sometimes the pins can get stuck. If you use something such as a pen, it will pop through the other side. Now you can separate the upper receiver from the lower receiver. First we will start with the lower receiver. The lower receiver consists of the trigger and the buffer assembly that has the buffer spring inside of it. When disassembling, you will press the release on the inside. This releases the buffer spring. From there is nothing else to disassemble on the lower receiver, so we will set it to the side for now. Now to the upper receiver, which houses the barrel, front sight post, and the bolt assembly. What we'll do now is grab the charging handle, pull backwards. This will pull out the bolt assembly and the charging handle. We will set those off to the side for now. Now the upper receiver no longer has any parts in it. This is now completely disassembled. Set the charging handle to the side. This is the bolt assembly. There are pieces inside of here. To disassemble the bolt assembly, you can take your pen, push the firing pin retaining pin and remove it. This will allow the firing pin to fall out. This is what a firing pin looks like. Now, the bolt will come out of the bolt assembly, as well as the bolt retaining pin. At this point, the weapon is completely disassembled. The next step to clean the firearm, you simply take a clean rag and anything that has any sort of buildup on it, you just wipe off. Places that get particularly dirty are the firing pin, the inside of the bolt carrier, give that a quick wipe, the bolt itself, and the inside of the upper receiver. You wipe inside. The buffer spring, again, just wipe with a dry rag. And the lower receiver as well, inside the trigger well. Wipe all of that down. Now once the weapon is clean, we will reassemble the weapon, which you will start backwards from where we were before. We will first start by taking the bolt and placing it inside the bolt carrier. The bolt has two holes in the side. One side is bigger than the other so that it will fit the retaining pin. insert the bolt back into the bolt carrier, insert the retaining pin, twist the pin 180 degrees to lock it into place. Now you will take the firing pin, you will insert that into the bolt carrier, and you will put in the firing pin, retaining pin, pushing it back into place with your pen. Last step for the bolt assembly is to pull the bolt all the way. Show you that one more time. Pull the bolt all the way so that it is completely extended. Now you will take the upper receiver. You will place the charging handle in first. About a quarter of the way in, it will drop to the bottom inside of the canal. Then you will take the bolt, place it into the upper receiver, and slide both together into the upper receiver. Now we will put back together the lower receiver. You will take the buffer spring and insert it back into the buttstock of the weapon until it clicks over the retaining pin. Then you will simply put the upper receiver back into the lower receiver, push both pins back into place, now the weapon has been reassembled. To ensure that it has been done properly, you will conduct a functions check. First, you will take the charging handle, pull it to the rear, lock it into place, with the bolt open. You visually inspect that the bolt has returned to the rear position. You will ride the bolt forward, again ensuring that the weapon has no ammunition in it. Now you will turn the selector lever from safe to fire. You will pull the trigger. You will pull back the charging handle while holding the trigger in, releasing, and then once that is done, you release the trigger, you should hear a metallic click. That means that the bolt had returned to where it needed to be and fired. So the functions check has passed. We have put the weapon back together. It is again functional. And that concludes my video on how to disassemble, clean, and reassemble an AR-15. Thank you.